I believe 2025 going to be a big year for crypto. Wall Street getting into crypto, even though, the first week of 2025 is kind of like bearish, lots of people talking about, crypto going down, but right now we are seeing everything is bouncing back. And actually, I think the 2025 definitely gonna be a great year for us.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name's Eric Turner, CEO at Messari, and I'm joined today by Justin Sun, founder of Tron. Justin, I'm sure most people know who you are in the industry by now, but let's kick things off with a quick introduction for those who don't.
Totally. I'm the founder of Tron and advisor to HTX. And of course, I have been focusing my time a lot stablecoin development, and boost all the different projects in the crypto space.
So we're here to talk about Q4 results for Tron. I'm just reading through the Messari State of Tron report for Q4 and looking at our new Tron portal dashboard. Numbers look good. It was an impressive Q4 for Tron. I see that revenue was up 35% about in Q4 quarter over quarter. And I also see that, there was a burn of about 415 million, making Tron deflationary for Q4. So across the board, looks like a lot of the metrics were up. What do you think was the reason behind the success in that quarter?
I think Q4 is a very big year for crypto. After Trump got elected as US president, I think people's perception about crypto and the future of crypto, like everybody wants to get in. So that's why we see more stablecoin transaction, more on-chain activity happen on Tron blockchain and among all the crypto exchange. And of course, I think the usage of the stablecoin payment itself just goes up as well. So on Tron, we have a very special design for the Tron ecosystem holders. You can actually get staking TRX for the free transaction on Tron ecosystem, right? So if you don't stake anything, you'll probably pay some TRX as gas fee. So plus like all the staking transaction has been happening on the network for the whole year. I think we have around $2-3 billion for the revenue now. The majority, 70% is give free to the stakers on Tron network. So few $100 million of TRX being burned. But actually, I will see all the networks was very robust. I think we are about to see around, $3 billion to $4 billion revenue in 2025, And of course, I think more people probably going to stake TRX for free transaction, which I think is very good. So I think we will continue to boost the usage of the network, and the precision TRX very good in the incoming, 2025.
Yeah. And, looking at the numbers, the activity certainly has been up. One of the big things I think we hear a lot about, and I think from my point of view, where Tron has really found product market fit is in the stablecoin world. Looking at the dashboard, I see that there is a lot of USDT transacted on Tron, but I also know that you have your own stablecoin in the network as well. So I was wondering if you could dig into any updates you might have on the Tron stablecoin and what's happening there.
Yes, totally. So we have been the largest network transaction volume in terms of transaction volume, USDT. So we have around $20 to $30 billion daily transaction USDT. And in Q1 2025, which is now, so we're going to launch USDD version 2. It's a very important V2 USDD, which is decentralized US dollars. So we know everybody enjoy Tether and the USDT, on the Tron network. But we just want to offer like everybody a decentralized alternative, kind of like DAI on Ethereum network. So basically you can enjoy the decentralized function. The stablecoin cannot be freeze, and it offers good transaction volumes, good user experience. Basically, it's a new way of storage of value in a decentralized way, which I think is extremely important. So that's something, we're going to be fully focused on Q1. to boost the USDD on the Tron network to really create some usage and as a storage of value in a stablecoin way.
Yeah, and I look at it now, USDT definitely is the dominant one on Tron. And I know it's a little early to tell because you're just launching V2 of USDD, but what do you see that mix looking like in the future? Do you think USDD eventually becomes the dominant stablecoin on Tron, or will it always be something that's similar to a fiat backed like USDT?
Yes, I think fiat backs is still the mainstream, right? So USDD is it's just like DAI on Ethereum, right? So you can see, I think right now DAI on Ethereum is like $4 billion, $4 or $5 billion something. I think will be like 10% something of the USDT we have on Tron. So in the few years development, I will expect the USDT will be, few billion dollars. It will only, I think, serve the users for storage of value. So some of them, they want to storage their value in a decentralized way, right? And also the people who wants to transact decentralized dollars, which I think is also very important in the industry. But I will still see, because most of the people, they might not understand what's decentralized stablecoin, right? They just want to use stablecoin as a payment channel, right? Which they can redeem to fiat, sell the stablecoin anytime. That's why I think decentralized stablecoin is still a supplement to centralized stablecoin. It's a very important option, right? Everybody wants to have one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the decentralized stablecoin is that magic thing in crypto that we're all trying to figure out, right? And if we can get that right, that's going to be a big unlock. But there are people who just care about being able to transact the dollar.
Yes, exactly.
I'm also looking at some of the activity as well. And, this caught me by surprise last year, and maybe it shouldn't have, but there was a big theme around meme coins. And I know meme coins have become popular on Tron. So I'm curious if you could provide an update there on, how you saw meme coins impact the ecosystem last year and kind of your thoughts on how that continues to go in 2025.
Yes, I think so. The reason why meme coin generate in the first place is everybody want a fair launch, right? So in the past, lots of VC projects, they go to very high valuation, then launch on the exchange. All the retail investors has to buy those tokens with billions dollars of the valuation, right? And lots of the coins, of course, goes down after listed on the exchange. So that's why I think meme coin is something, it's fair launch, on some pump. Today, all the meme coin is fair launch. So you can buy the meme coin from day one. And also, of course, the meme coin is also resonate with the crypto and the internet culture. So it's always get eyeballs, everybody pay attention to it. That's why I think meme coins start to play a very important role in the whole crypto space. So recently, we also add a very interesting function to Sunpump, the platform. We have the AI agent function. So today, if you want to launch an AI coin or like a meme coin on Tron, you can get AI agent assistant as a support. So he can help you to generate the token. You just need to put the name as stickers. Or if you don't even have the name in your mind, you can just ask AI to generate for you. And, the token generation mechanism is just like zero. Cost of generation token is just zero. So that's something I think we are working on, and we will continue to improve the AI agent on the Tron network, to give you advice on what kind of the token you can buy, like what kind of the DeFi protocol you can interact with a good, I think, return. So it's all and the pass, right? Calculate the pass automatically. I think will be all AI based. So I think it's the future of blockchain and the AI agent. I think it will be a next big narrative in the whole space.
Yeah, that's actually one that our research team's been really excited about, is the crossover between AI and crypto and agents, specifically. So do you think AI is going to be big for Tron in 2025?
Yes, we are definitely focus most of our hiring and development on AI these days because we think this is the future. Last year, I think most of the people is thinking, the large model LLM, opportunity is just for big companies, right? Like Google, OpenAI. But I think the 2024 and 2025 gonna be a very big year for startups and developers because AI gonna become like one of the most important options for retail and applications on the network. So for example, the AI agent today we use basically is plug into OpenAI, Gemini, and Llama model. So basically you can use Facebook, OpenAI, and Google model on your own, right? So basically, our developer team will just tailor the whole structure for you, and you can do whatever you want on the network. So that's why I think this is very important.
I agree with you. That's going to be a big one this year, and we're already seeing a lot of that happen across multiple networks. One of the other things I'm looking at on recent announcements, you mentioned the election here in the US. I know that you and the Tron team had invested in World Liberty Finance. I also see that you actually had joined the Chainlink Scale program. And I think that's an interesting one. I'm curious what the reason was and, why you're joining the Chainlink program. And if you see any crossover with, RWAs, financial assets, and those becoming important on the network.
Yes, Chainlink will launch on Tron on Q1, of course, this year. So I think we'll be very excited for all the DeFi developers, Tron network. And also, I think Chainlink has doing a great job, RWA, integrate with traditional finance here. And also, of course, World Liberty Financial, I think is a very good project because I think World Liberty Financial will be a very good project to bridge TradFi with DeFi. So this is actually the first project, focus bridge the TradFi with DeFi. And also, of course, with President Trump, new administration, I think the whole landscape of cryptocurrency will become like phenomenal. So that's why, for Tron project itself, we try to make US be one of the center of the crypto ecosystem. And this time we also send a very strong team to the president inauguration for the celebration. And also, I believe 2025 going to be a big year for crypto. Wall Street getting into crypto, even though, the first week of 2025 is kind of like bearish, lots of people, right, talking about, crypto going down. But right now we are seeing everything is bouncing back. And actually, I think the 2025 definitely going to be a great year for us.
I think next week matters the most, right? Once we actually see President Trump get inaugurated and we see what happens with everything he's going to do in his administration. So I completely agree with you there.
It's kind of funny, on the last minute, SEC, suing Elon Musk. I think it's what they do is quite funny there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they know that they don't have much time left to do everything, right? So
yes.
Get it done while you can.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, when you think about that, you have a more friendly administration, you have someone new in the SEC. We see all these tailwinds in the US. I wonder if you have an opinion on what this market cycle looks like. Are we just starting a bull market? Are we in the middle of a bull market? Are we truly going to see that 4 years, that everybody thinks we might see here in the US? I wonder if you have any thoughts.
Yeah, sure. I think we are just like start markets because right now you have seen, Bitcoin has break the new time high, but Ethereum, like Tron break new time high, but Ethereum and other tokens are still lagging behind, right? But of course, I think in the bearish market, all the mainstream coins will break their all-time high. So in terms of the super cycle, I'm still a strong believer of that. And also, of course, I think crypto we have been building, right, for quite a long time. I think it's also a good time for, this kind of the super cycle. So for me, I think it's just start crypto super cycle. And I definitely believe after, President Trump inauguration, everything will be great. Like everybody will increase their investment into the space because one of the, I think the biggest weakness or like everybody's concern is because of the uncertainty, right? They don't know and that's also something right in the circuit right, high court recently, right? So they said like SEC is also always playing, surprise, gotcha, this kind of the strategy, right? I think once all those things gone, people will like really focus fully on building the product, deliver it to the consumer, which I think will be great for the whole industry, and we will really see, every enterprise will grow like without the disturbance here, right? So that's why, and the certainty is very important for capital flow into some industry, right? The certainty is the number one priority here. Even though, for myself, it's okay, I'm gonna be here, no matter how it goes, right? But for most of the retail investor and people, don't know about crypto, certainty is their number one priority. So that's why when I see the certainty, I see, the bull market here.
Yeah, well, it certainly says something that you're planning to expand your U.S. presence, because I think everybody had exited the U.S. over the past 4 years. And You're right. You're coming back. People are coming back. So there is a lot happening.
Yes, exactly.
So, we're assuming that this is going to be a 4-year bull market, let's say. What do you think matters most for Tron? What do you think is going to drive most of the growth? Let's just say over the next year or so.
I think first of all is stablecoin, right? So we are still focused on Tether, Tron, USDD. I believe in this year, all the stablecoin on Tron will surpass around $80 billion. I think no later than 2026, we will have $100 billion of stablecoin on Tron network. So I think the volume will double as well. We probably gonna see 50 billion or even $100 billion transaction every day happen on Tron network. So that's why I think this is a very big thing. And also, of course, I think we are actively collaborate with all the institutions on Tron to deliver their product. So this is very important because there is enough stablecoin on Tron. We just want to bridge them with the traditional finance. I think after the 4-year, bull market and the friendly regulation, that's something achievable. And also, of course, I think we will continue to focus on AI development because recently, I just wrote it on my X account. In the future, I think it will be very hard to differentiate or basically to tell like who trading against you, and it might be an AI agent, right? AI strategy, completely automatic, AI agent, trading on the blockchain. So are you ready for this, right? So that's something, I think we are always focusing on building. So next year, I think probably after a year of building, we might see, a fully automatic like AI agent, trading on the blockchain, making money, losing money. Actually, we don't know what's going to happen, but I think it will be a big thing in our industry.
We're actually thinking about the same thing, how we serve AI agents. You have to totally rethink the way that you do a lot of things if, it's AI that you're actually selling to as opposed to a human.
Exactly, yes.
Outside of stablecoins and AI and some of the trends, are there any specific metrics that you track and you look at for the network? Again, I'm looking at this portal that we're going to be releasing, and we have all these metrics on Tron. I'm wondering if there's anything that listeners should be looking at throughout the year.
Yeah, if you are a Tron holder, I think you are probably care about how many TRX get burned like every day, what's the protocol revenue, how much money has been paid to the staker on Tron, how many free transactions, like what's the price. And of course, I think if you are a developer, you probably care about how Tron is doing, best way I can stake my TRX, get free transaction, get yield, generated on the network, and which is like the application costs most of the transaction on Tron. I think Messari definitely gonna be a very good portal, to can track everything on Tron network. And also, of course, you can see all the active addresses, TVL, contract, which is all growing, these days. So I'm super confident we're going to have a fabulous, 4-year term, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think we're all looking forward to the next 4 years. Markets are picking up and, it seems to be an exciting time. So I appreciate all of the insights today. And, we're excited to continue covering Tron and track all of the progress. So thank you very much, Justin.
Totally. Thank you.